So here I have prologue as well as PPT. Where is it? Yes. Okay. So let us start implementing with facts and rules. Now you need to create the file, right? So go to the file and click on new. Here I already have two files, one and back tracing or tracing. By mistake it is given the name tracing. Tracing की जगह पे tracing लिखा है, but name can be anything, right? So now I am going to create a new file for you, say second. Okay, and the extension will be, I think, .pl, right? So you don't need to provide any extension, it will be by default saved with the proper extension. Just click on save, right? So here in the document I have created a folder prologue and I am saving my all files there. So this is my knowledge base. This particular file is knowledge base, and as I said, the extension is .pl. Now here you can input facts and rules, and it can be run, it can, or you can generate the queries in this particular file, right? Or in the main window of the prologue, SWI prologue. Okay, so let's write something like cake is delicious, so I need to write delicious cake, and then put full stop. So color is changed now, right? It means it has properly accepted the input you have given to it. Who has accepted the input? Prologue, right? So prologue has accepted the input you have given, delicious cakes, and we need to check it. So before that you need to compile it, right? Now there are two ways of doing this, two or three ways to doing this, and the simplest one is to compile from here. Otherwise you can write down the file name in square bracket in main window, and it should be followed by a dot, and then if you press enter, of course in the main window, right, then also it will be compiled, but we will see it later on. Just compile it from here. So make, okay, and compile. So here you have message, and it is saying that for compilation it required 0 seconds, means less than a second, which it cannot measure. And there are two clauses. There are two clauses. How many clauses are there here? How many clauses are there here? Delicious cakes. Say, okay, let us compare it later on, right? But it is showing you that there are two clauses in your program. Okay, and now I need to check whether the cake is delicious or not. So can you tell me what should I write here? What should I write here as query? I need to check cake is delicious or not. So what should I write here?
Say delicious cake.
Yes, same. So delicious cakes. So we are putting a query whether cakes are delicious or not. Don't forget to put period, means full stop, and then press enter. So yes, it is saying that yes, cake is delicious. Okay, let's make a query whether cake is nice or not. So nice cakes, full stop, error, because nice is not known to the prologue, right? But now let us put it into the knowledge base, nice cakes, right? So nice full stop. Okay, see again color is changed, right? So nice, delicious are not inbuilt command. We are using this word so that I have said last time, so that I have argued last time that these things are not in the knowledge of Prolog. We are making aware of it, right? So now nice is known to the Prolog, and if you check, it should give you yes or true, whatever, right? Compile buffer, no error. So let me check delicious. Yes, of course, like MATLAB, you can also use the arrow key to call back something you have already executed, right? So with upper arrow, I can call the previous command I have put it, right? So it will be allowed for single time only, right? Like write it down, delicious, then cakes. Okay, full stop, enter. So it is true. Now if I check nice cakes, it should also give me true, right? Let's first check without period sign whether it is giving you the expected result or not, right? See, it is not giving you anything, right? Means it has not accepted this query. So let us rewrite again nice cakes followed by the full stop, nice cakes, true. Okay, so this is because you don't have the question mark here. That's why it is giving you the syntax. It is not able to understand whether it's a query raise or what. That's why let it be like this and again raise the query. So now you have the expected answer that yes, cakes are nice. Okay. So this way you can input the knowledge base, and something available as a part of knowledge base can be tested, and if you test something else, it will give you error, right? Later on we will try to manage the things that if something else is queried, then instead of error it will give you some message. So that will be the later exercise and we will do it, right? But right now let it be like this only, right? So now let us write down a small program similar to this, that cakes are delicious, food is delicious, etc. Okay. Delicious, then likes. Okay, let's change it slightly. Delicious khamar. Okay, instead of food, let me put khamar here. Khamar, right? Then delicious dal. Okay. Now spicy and spicy namkeen. Okay. Releases. Priya. And you know what is meaning of this releases Priya coffee, right? Here we are defining that cakes are delicious, whereas here we are defining that Priya releases coffee. There's a difference between these two statements. Now, instead of statements, I should address it as clause, right? Or yes, each line of the program should be addressed as clause, no matter how Prolog is calculating total numbers of clauses. It may be calculating these as a clauses and these as a clause, but many author prefers to address a line as a clause, right? Means the complete statement as a clause. Like cakes are delicious, so that's a clause. Yes, of course, it's a fact, right? But it's a sentence also, and that's why it's a clause also, right? You know the general meaning of clause in the English language, right? So similar is the thing here, and now we have another statement likes Prakash, whatever. Take it banana to be banana. Yes, banana. Okay, stop. Right? Let's compile it. Yes, of course, there is no error, right? That's why it is not giving any error message here. And if you check the main window, it is giving you the success of the compilation in the green line. But let's create the error purposefully. Say like this, right? I now compile, then it should give me the error like this. Second PL 16, right? Let us check whether it's a 16th line or what. 1, 2, say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it is at the 16th line if it is the line number, right? But now, as you can see, there is nothing between the 14th line and 16th line, right? So probably my pointer or my cursor may have gone up to this, and that's why the scope for the check of the program, compilation of the program may be up to this, and that's why the compiler is not able to identify where exactly the trouble is. We know the trouble is over here, but it is indicating the trouble to be here. Okay. So now suppose I add something like likes.
सर ये
Likes.
ऐसा हो सकता है एरर का मतलब अगर ये पीरियड को अलग से ना काउंट करे ना तो ये 16th नंबर के वर्ड पे एरर देता है.
Let's check for the same because I am also assuming the thing only, right? So T. So full stop. Okay. Control S. Let's compile it. So it is at line number 14 that we have calculated, right? So why now it is showing you the 14? Because scope is line up to line number 16, but as there is a line added over here and it is successful to identify why because this particular line has no error. That's why it is now able to tell you the exact location where the trouble is, right? So what I argued is correct, I think, right? So just quit it, correct it. Let's compile it again. So no error, no warning. And now we are ready with this. Okay. So now we want to make queries. And the simplest query is like this. Delicious cakes or whatever, right? So if I check that whether the dal is whether who is spicy as well as delicious, whether who or what exactly. I don't know who or what because I am also not knowing whether it's a person or an object or something or what exactly, right? So let's assume the X thing. So X thing is to be finded out and it should be delicious as well as spicy. So can you tell me how to write it down over here based on something we have discussed yesterday? Or I don't know if it is not discussed yesterday. Was it discussed yesterday? Hmm? Just try to see here. Just try to see which can help you for the same. So now you are supposed to tell me the procedure, how to check it. Just See the PPT. Can you see the screen in two parts? At the left hand side I
Yes,
have
sir.
PPT. Okay. So now you are supposed to tell me how to do, how to check, how to make query that will give me the required answer. I want to check whether which items are delicious as well as spicy. I want to check whether who are delicious and spicy. See, I am giving you hint. I am giving you hint. Now just try to find it out.
Spicy bracket में what ending operation कुछ भी मतलब हमें भी लिखना चाहिए ऐसा what ending operation delicious same
बोलो.
spicy
Spicy. Right now Ria is replying, right?
फिर ब्रैकेट में मतलब जो भी रखना चाहिए फूड आइटम या फिर
Who?
कॉमा
Yes. Capital.
कॉमा
Then spicy or whatever.
डिलीशियस
Delicious.
स्पाइसी के लिए मतलब डिलीशियस
तो वहाँ पे स्पाइसी आएगा,
ब्रैकेट ओवर करना है फिर कॉमा
फिर कॉमा. तो बीच में क्या लिखूं? हु के बाद कुछ नहीं, just कॉमा, just like this. Okay, then
कॉमा बाहर है ना ब्रैकेट से. हाँ मतलब ब्रैकेट डिलीशियस और ब्रैकेट में हूँ या
please remember this who should be capital, means the first letter of who should be capital. Like this. Okay. Who equal to dal. So you succeeded, right? Hello. Can you understand what exactly we have done?
Sir, your screen is not changed.
My screen is not changed, means what?
Sorry, sir. Net issues are there because
Okay, means it is not updated. Okay.
Ah.
So now it should be updated, and you got the answer, right? Who equal to dal. Can you see it? Can you see who equal to dal?
Yes, sir.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Now get it.
So now try to understand this statement and explain me the meaning. Explain me the meaning of this clause for query. Spicy who dot. Is it a dot or comma? It's comma.
Comma.
It's not dot, right? So comma, delicious, again small bracket, who with W capital, ending small bracket, followed by the dot operator, the full stop, right? Then press enter, so you will have result who equal to dal. What exactly it means? Can you elaborate? Because if you can elaborate, then you can use it elsewhere, not otherwise, right? Go on noting down these things in your notebook. Huh? Do you have it? Do you have your notebooks ready? Notebooks
Yes,
and
sir.
pen with you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. A random note down will also help you, because later on when you will sit in the evening to write down the code again, you may require to take the reference. So it's a better idea to note down the things. Okay. So just try to describe me the meaning of this clause. So as Ria has answered me, I am giving the mic to Ria to explain the same, right? बोलो क्या मीनिंग है इसका?
It means who is spicy as well as delicious both at the same time, means ending operation.
Yes, there is an ending operation, and also tell them that where is the ending operation performed, by which particular the ending operation is performed.
Here this comma is used as the operator. This comma means we want to perform the ending operation.
And suppose we want ORing operation over here, then what should we do?
For ORing we use semicolon.
Okay, so instead of are they can they listen me? Can they listen me?
Oh, hello, can you both
Yes,
listen,
sir.
sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so suppose we put a semicolon in between these two separate sub clauses. The one of the sub clause is spicy who, and another sub clause is delicious who. So if I put a semicolon in between, what should be the answer? Put if I put semicolon here, and if I execute this line, what should be the answer?
सर वो प्रोलॉग वाली मतलब जिसमें हमने इनपुट डाले थे वो विंडो एक बार शो कर दी ना तो शायद दिखेगी
यानी
जहाँ पे हमने इनपुट्स लिखे थे ना सारे नॉलेज बेस
ओके, यानी पीपीटी में।
पीपीटी में या फिर नॉलेज बेस में जो हमने लिखा है वो ओपन कर दीजिए।
अच्छा, हाँ, ओ ये तो ओपन ही है ना, खाली नीचे से मुझे मैक्सिमाइज करना। ओके, सो दिस इज नॉलेज बेस। सो जस्ट रिफर टू दिस नॉलेज बेस एंड टेल मी व्हाट शुड बी द आंसर। Okay, just try to convert it into the statement, English like statement.
तुम दोनों को सुनाई दे रहा है ना सर की बस? हेलो,
आवाज तो सुने दे पर नॉलेज बेस नहीं दिख रहा है।
इसको निकाल देते हैं।
नॉलेज बेस नहीं दिख रहा है ऐसा कह रहा है।
Now
अभी दिखा?
नो
No, sir.
नहीं दिखा।
oof, then what can we do?
Now it's easy.
अभी
हाउ इट इज
अभी दिखा।
एक बार देख लो, चाहे तो स्नैप ले लो, क्योंकि मुझे वापस वो स्क्रीन करनी पड़ेगी। हो
Okay,
गया?
sir. Yes, sir.
बोलो अभी क्या आएगा? Convert it into the English like statement. Who is spicy or who is delicious? So one of the answer is dal. What about dal? Dal is spicy as well as delicious. Now I want to check the second answer, and as this is not naturally terminated, there is a possibility of the second answer, and to see the second answer I need to click the button of semicolon on my keyboard. So I am clicking it, right? See, the second answer is available. Who equal to the cakes? Why this answer is available to us? Can you tell me?
because sir cake is delicious,
Now
so
give
we
me
have used
headphones
or
so that I
operator.
can listen them. Hello. Can you tell me why this answer is available? Who equal
Yes,
to
sir.
Sir
cake?
here we are
Hmm.
sir
Bolo,
here
Because
we
bolo.
we
are
are
use
a
or operator.
Or operator. So what?
So sir either of one statement is true,
So
so
you
it
should
will give the answer.
you know the things, but you should say that cake is having one of these property. It is either spicy or delicious, and cake is delicious. That's why it is considered as an option for the correct answer. Okay. So now tell me whether the other option is available or not, based on the type of cursor you are having on the screen. What about the possibility
Yes,
of the, yes, it is possible. Let's check it by again pressing on the semicolon. So here you have third answer, common, and you know common is spicy, I think, based on the knowledge source. Just check in the snap. Is it spicy? Come on. Yes, Khaman is namkeen. Then it should not be reflected as an answer.
Delicious. Huh?
Ah, yes, Khaman is delicious, right? Khaman is namkeen as well as delicious both. That's why Khaman is selected as an answer here. Can you understand? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now again press semicolon. So you have last answer who equal to dal. Yes, dal is already considered, but it is again considered. What may be the reason? Let me show you the
Because dal is
knowledge
spicy
base.
and delicious both.
Yes, dal is spicy and delicious both. That's why it is first time. First time it may be interpreted as a delicious, and second time it may be interpreted as a spicy. But it cannot be the case when we'll be doing the ending operation, right? But as we are doing the ORing operation, and as it is both delicious as well as spicy, that's why it is repeated for 2 times. Okay, so with this knowledge, let us proceed further, right? Let us proceed further. Okay, so this PPT again shows you how to find out the book items that Fred or yes, it is linked with the name books, but ultimately we know that it is something Fred is going to eat or Fred generally eats. So in our mind it is the food item, but in Prolog terminology we have declared it to be books. That's why it is giving the result in the variable book. So book equal to ice cream, book equal to watermelon, books equal to lady finger, etc. Okay, so now we want to raise the query again and again. We want to raise the query again and again. Say for example, if I have a robot, then robot has to work continuously based on the input provided by the sensors. One of the sensor may be giving the information about the image, and a separate card may be doing image processing related work. The another sensor may be, or set of sensors may be reflecting the distance of the nearby objects, and again it may be interfaced with one of the cards, separate card. Similarly, there can be a speech sensor, means mic, and of course the uh, mic as well as speaker, means whenever robot wants to talk, then it will send the message, audio message, on the speaker, and whenever it wants to receive, means whenever it is listening, it will receive the information from the mic. If somebody outside the robot, means we speak to robot or with someone, then that will be recorded, that will be converted into the electrical signal by use of mic inside the robot. So the combination of these audio devices, that is mic and the speaker, may be interfaced with another card, and again that may also be the input for our AI, artificial intelligence based system. And similarly, there can be n numbers of sensors based on which robot may be interpreting the something going outside it, something going nearby it. Okay, so it is receiving the information and you have provided the intelligence by its programming. So it has to continuously measure those parameters, it has to continuously think about the image it is receiving or the audio it is receiving, means action is continuous. Just like something we are doing by the microcontroller should also be the endless. So here also we need to raise the query endlessly, or here also we need to perform the task endlessly, means the inside the infinite loop. Of course, it is not like that the one query is over, then another query should be picked up immediately. I don't mean to say that. But after raising the query and after getting the answer from the knowledge base and the AI based system, again query is to be raised. Where exactly it depends on several situations, but it has to continuously think whether I should raise the query or not, whether I should raise the query or not, whether I should raise the query or not. And if it is to be raised the query, then it will raise the query, and with the use of AI system available, that is Prolog and the knowledge base, it will find out whether what should be the answer. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay. So what it depicts to you, how to perform the generation of query, how to raise the query continuously, or how to perform the task continuously. What's the natural answer? I am expecting it from you. क्या करना पड़ेगा बोलो, रिपीटेडली करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा बोलो. रिपीटेडली करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? बोलो भाई, रिपीटेडली करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? ओपन विथ नोटपैड. देखो, मैंने एक दूसरा प्रोग्राम, अगर आपको स्क्रीन पे दिखा हो तो मैंने ओपन विथ नोटपैड किया था, बराबर. पता नहीं स्क्रीन पे अपडेट हुआ कि नहीं, लेकिन ओपन विथ नोटपैड किया था. ओपन विथ नोटपैड क्यों किया, यहाँ पे क्यों ओपन नहीं किया? क्योंकि यहाँ पे ओपन किया होता तो वो सीधा लोड हो जाता. सो इट इज लाइक two knowledge bases are given to the Prolog. That's why I have opened it separately in the separate software, that is Notepad. Okay. So what's the question asked to you just now? Please repeat it quickly. जल्दी बोलो, मैंने क्या पूछा आपसे?
How to raise the query repeatedly.
Okay. So what's your answer? It can be done by loops. We need to understand loops. Okay. And here in the second file, tell me if you can see it or not. Can you see the notepad? Hello.
No, sir, not right now.
Okay, now you should be able to see it, right?
Yes, sir.
बराबर. तो इसमें ये 3-4 टाइप की लूप लिखी है. ये एक पहली लूप है, बराबर. फिर यहाँ पे, यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक ये दूसरी लूप है, दूसरे तरीके से लिखी है. और यहाँ पे एक इनफाइनाइट लूप है. चलो इसको समझते हैं वन बाय वन. पहले इसको ले लेता हूँ, पहले इसको ले लेता हूँ, बराबर. कंट्रोल सी, उसको मैं मेरी फाइल में रख देता हूँ, मेरे नॉलेज बेस में रख देता हूँ. ओके. Let us try to understand this program, and if at all, if any mistake is there, we will correct it out. Okay. So here I have created a function test loop, and whenever I will be calling it from this file, means query file, I will be, can you see the test loop function?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So if my discussion will be vague to you, just imagine that there must be some file which you cannot see. So just alarm me, right? Just tell me.
Yes.
So here I have a file and I have a function called test loop, and I'll be calling this function from the query file, right? From the main window of the Prolog. And calling the function is very similar to the C. Means I will write test loop, then followed by small bracket, will put a number because we have to put a number as an argument. Here I have n, right? So n is a value and I need to put a value over here. So I may put anything like 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 22, whatever, right? Will end my small bracket, will put the period sign means full stop and will press the enter. So if this file is already compiled, then it is now going to execute the test loop function available in this file, in this knowledge base. And if this loop will execute, what will be the situation, or what will be the task performed? Let us try to understand it. Test loop n. So if I put 7 here, then test loop will start its execution with n equal to 7. Okay. So here I have if. I think you can recall it that this sign is for if, right? Gem followed by a line, right, is if loop, is if statement. Do you agree with me? Based on the last discussion, say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So test loop is to be executed. Here I have condition n greater than 0. Test loop is to be executed if this particular test loop is to be executed if n greater than 0. Okay. And if this is going to be executed, the statements written along with it will also execute. These are the statements. Don't assume that this is ending or oring. Now these things are coded inside the function, so it is actually, this comma is actually behaving as a terminator between the two lines. So my first line of this function is write small bracket number gem, then small bracket again, right? So what it is expecting to do, it is expected to do write function, right? So it will write the number, but it will not write the number, it will just write, or it will just display the message number, nothing else. Because like see here, we don't have %d or something similar which will be replaced by the n, right? It is just a message number, and followed by it we have write with n. So this is a line which is really putting the value of n on the screen. So display will be like number gem, then value of that number, value of n, right? Now this is for new line, like in C you have /n. Here also you can write down the next thing of the iteration in the new line, and that's why it is followed by NL. Don't worry, there can be a nice documentation which will be addressing all such things, and I will be sharing it with you. So NL is one of them, and NL right now also I know about that document, but it is in web browser mode. So let me find out the solution. If I can convert it into the PDF, I will share it, or otherwise I will share the link with you. Okay, but ultimately this is new line. Then m is n minus 1. Whatever the value of n may be. Suppose user have inputted n equal to 7 while calling, right? Like test loop, inside the bracket 7, then dot and then enter. So the loop is initiated, loop will be initiated with n equal to 7. So here when this line will execute, m will be equal to n minus 1, that is how much? 6. Then s is n. So we are putting the value of n in s. We are putting the value of s in n. Okay. So here we have something available, test loop 0, test loop s. So each time the value of s will be put over here, and this will execute if it is 0. I am not saying that it is 0 right now. it is continuously changed because m is changed and n is changed, so s will also change, and finally we are calling, at this point we are calling test loop m. So m is a number and m is n minus 1. So each time we are decrementing. So suppose user has inputted number 7, then first time when it will execute, it will first print number 7, then inside the function m equal to n minus 1. So m equal to how much? M equal to 6, s equal to 6. So now it will call test loop with 6, test loop 6. Now where is test loop 6? Here, because this is 0. This is for test loop 0. This is for test loop 6. So it will again execute this one. Right? We really don't need this test loop s. Why to have? If test loop, if the value has reached to 0, we don't want to execute anything. Let's assume like that. So we can remove this line. We can remove this line and can put a full stop here. Test loop 0. We don't want to do anything if n is 0. We want to terminate the operation. So it is sufficient to put a dot operator here. Do you agree with me? Are you following the things? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. See, only first time it is complicated. Huh? Why it is raising the complication first time? Because we are comfortable with some other language like C or like MATLAB. That's why sometime when we transit from one medium to another, means one language to another, it creates some problem to accept or to remember. Okay, but once you experience it and once you remember it, it will be easy for you. So here I have called test loop again with m equal to 6. So this line will execute, write number 6 in the new line, of course, because already NL command was executed. So now m is equal to how much? It will be 5, s will be 5. Do we really need to have s? S is n. Is there any role of s? Yes, of course. There is no role here. So we can remove this part also. Let's remove it. Right? होगा तो भी तकलीफ नहीं है, नहीं होगा तो भी नहीं है, तो हमने निकाल दिया. बराबर. इसी तरह से आप बोल सकते हो कि m की भी क्या जरूरत है, यहाँ पे n-1 लिख दो, सब बराबर है. जस्ट हमने कहीं से कॉपी किया था और हम सोच रहे थे कि ये कैसे काम करता है. तो वो सारे ऑप्शन आप उससे करके देखो. मैं आपको अभी लूप समझा रहा हूँ. सो यू आर सपोज टू इंस्टॉल दिस सॉफ्टवेयर Prolog, right? And Prolog can be executed on the Raspberry Pi, BeagleBoard, etc. So something you are learning can be helpful to you, right? Similarly, the Python can also be installed. So we'll be working on both. We are actually trying to receive as much information as we can receive so that our CV becomes strong to apply for the embedded engineers or embedded engineering. Are you following? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
बराबर. तो कोई आगे जाके ये कंप्लेंट ना करे कि मैंने बहुत कुछ सीखा है और सब मिक्सअप कर दिया है. ऐसा नहीं है ना. यहाँ चीज जानने को ही मिलती है. बराबर है. कुछ यानी मुश्किल पैदा नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं आप लोगों के लिए. So test loop, and I believe you that you people are not among them, but it's my nature, and that's why I'm repeating the things, right? So don't get bored because of this. Are you getting bored? Say yes or no.
No, sir.
Okay. ये अच्छा तुम नहीं बोले. क्या नाम तुम्हारा? भूल अनुज ने रिप्लाई नहीं दिया. अनुज बोर हो रहे हो?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not bored. अच्छा. So टेस्ट लूप, राइट? टेस्ट लूप के अंदर वैल्यू 6 के साथ वापस. तो जब ये 0 होगा तब क्या होगा? कभी ना कभी तो 0 होगा ना, क्योंकि एक हम सबट्रैक्ट करते जाते हैं. तो अभी मुझे बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो यहाँ पे जाएगा और टर्मिनेट हो जाएगा. बराबर है. चलो इसको यानी हम करके देखते हैं. Ctrl S, ऑफ कोर्स compile it again, make, then compile buffer, right, and then I have no error, no warning here. I can just call. Can you see both screen or only one screen? Can you see knowledge base as
What
well as
screen?
the main window both, right? At the right
Yes,
hand
sir.
side you have main window, at left hand side you have knowledge base. So I am calling that function here because this file second.pl is already compiled. So now I am calling that function test loop. टेस्ट लो, क्या लिखूं बोलो, स्मॉल ब्रैकेट, उसके अंदर कोई भी वैल्यू लिखूं जैसे कि 9, बराबर, और फुल स्टॉप एंड देन एंटर. सी नंबर 9 क्योंकि वहां से शुरू हुआ है, उसके बाद नंबर 8, नंबर 7, 1 बाय 1 लूप एग्जीक्यूट हुई, बराबर है. आप ढूंढ सकते हो कि इसके अंदर ब्रेक पॉइंट कैसे रखना है, वो मुझे ढूंढना अभी बाकी है, लेकिन यहाँ पे देखो एडिट ब्रेक पॉइंट्स है तो वो करके देखना, कहीं पे अगर ब्रेक पॉइंट रख सकते हो, बराबर, यानी इसको एंटर करके नीचे ले लो और कहीं पे इस तरह से, बराबर, और कहीं पे ब्रेक पॉइंट रख के देखो कि भाई क्या होता है. दिस इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट, दिस इज नॉट गोइंग टू क्रिएट एनी ट्रबल फॉर यू, राइट. लेट्स चेक इट अगेन, कंट्रोल एस, मेक, compile, see, no error, no warning. Now I am again calling this. ओ प्रोलॉग बंद हो गया. ये कभी कभी होता है, क्यों मुझे नहीं मालूम है, बराबर. लेकिन दूसरा तरीका दिखाता हूँ फाइल कंपाइल करने का. स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट रखो, फिर फाइल का नाम लिखो. हमने लिखा था शायद सेकंड या 2, याद कर सकते हो क्या लिखा था?
Second.
second.
हाँ, यस, सेकंड नाम लिखा था. तो अभी मैं सेकंड नाम ही लिखता हूँ, सेकंड, then followed by ending square bracket, followed by dot operator, and then enter. See, so this is successfully compiled and that's why reflecting true, right? So now file is compiled and you don't want to edit. So if you can remember the function inside that you are supposed to call, you can directly write it down. Otherwise, open the file by going to the edit, right? File and edit. Read the file and decide whether which function is to be called. Right now we know the function, right? So let me write it directly. Test loop. Correct? Was it the same function?
टेस्ट
Hello. यही नाम था ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me write down 30, right? 30 to 1, right? Is it correct? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
correct? Okay. Then help me to create the infinite loop. Can you see can you see both screen?
Yes, sir.
ओके. अभी इसके अंदर क्या चेंज करूं? चलो हम वापिस यानी इसको कॉपी पेस्ट करते हैं, दूसरा एक प्रोग्राम बनाते हैं कि जो दूसरा एक फंक्शन बनाते हैं कि जो क्या होगा, जिसको हम इनफाइनाइट लूप की तरह काम करवाएंगे. तो इसका नाम मैं बदल देता हूँ, टेस्ट लूप इनफाइनाइट, टेस्ट लूप इनफाइनाइट, टेस्ट लूप इनफाइनाइट. अभी बोलो मैं क्या करूं, इसमें क्या करने से मुझे मेरी लूप इनफाइनाइट बन जाएगी?
जहाँ पे जीरो आ रहा है वहाँ पे वापस से एन दे दे.
जीरो आएंगे वहां पे,
ये टर्मिनेट तब होता है जब जीरो आता है, तो जब ये जीरो आता है उस वक्त हम टेस्ट लूप ऑफ ये इनफाइनाइट जीरो लिखा है वहाँ
so Ria has put some insight and it's correct that we don't want that our execution should come to the value 0 for variable n. So n should never become 0. That's the way how we can form the infinite loop. So now think about how to modify the test loop infinite such that n will never have chance to become 0. We don't want to give chance to n to become 0, right? So what's the procedure? Can you tell me?
जो ऐसे देन हमने
M is in.
M is N. So you are again elaborating the things like prologue. M is N. Just try to explain the things.
एस इज एन हमने बीच में तो हटाएगा ना, फिर वो एस इज एन वापस लगाए और ऊपर सभी में हटाएगा।
बोलो मंथन, क्या बोलना चाहते हो? मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ, कोड वर्ड में मत बोलो, ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ। प्रोलोग
No,
प्रोलोग एक्सेप्ट दी
no sir,
कोड
because sir,
प्रोलोग। हाँ
n minus वन जब भी आएगा तब
हाँ।
n की वैल्यू कोई पॉजिटिव है, अगर उसमें से वन हम रिमूव करते हैं तो ये n तो पॉजिटिव ही है, n ग्रेटर देन 0।
So yes, you are correct, but then use some sentence to describe. That's what my point is. So he has said the correct solution. M is S1. Instead of that, we can write down M is N. Now think about it again. Do we really need to have M is N?
No sir, directly m.
Yes, but let it be M is N only, right? Then full stop, like you just right. Now I am supposed to call this function, but before that let me compile it. See that there is some trouble with this. M is N. What's the trouble? Yes, single tone values. Which one? M is single. Okay, I am supposed to explain for this, right? कहाँ पे? अरे बाहर कर दिया, अंदर करना है, निकालने का। हो गया? चलो अभी यहाँ कॉल करते हैं। टेस्ट लूप INF। अभी नंबर क्या लिखूँ बोलो? 0 से ऊपर कोई भी नंबर लिख सकता हूँ, जैसे कि 9, फुल स्टॉप। नंबर 9 एक ही बार हुआ,
क्योंकि हमने एम इज एन कर दिया ना, तो वो तो इंक्रीमेंटल डिक्रीमेंटल होगा ही नहीं।
बोलो क्या क्या ट्रबल है?
जगह कॉमा रखा।
Part of program, right? Part of function. अब ये मल्टीपल हो गया इसका। चलो कॉल करते हैं। टेस्ट लूप INF 9। सी अभी भी एग्जीक्यूशन चल रहा है। ये कर्सर देखो, थोड़ा थोड़ा ब्लिंक होता है, दिख रहा है? हाँ या ना? हेलो,
यस सर।
आपने देखा कि ये कैसे अपडेट हुआ? नंबर 9 पहले नीचे लिखता गया लिखता गया लिखता गया, still it is writing number 9. Why it is repeating the things again and again? Because n is never changing, n is 9, that's why. See, if I want to stop it, I cannot, because the process is ongoing. So it is actually executing these lines in the infinite loop. So only possibility with me right now stop this program or execution of this program is press on Control Alt Delete, go to the task manager, and end the task, end the prologue task, right? ओके तो आपने समझा कि हमने इनफाइनाइट लूप बनाई थी, हाँ या ना?
यस सर।
Okay, so similar to that, there is one another loop in the program itself, राइट मैंने जो फाइल जहां से कॉपी किया था ना उस फाइल के अंदर है, वो फाइल आपको रिया भेज देगी और वो जरा खुद से सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करिए वो लूप, बराबर, उसमें अलग लॉजिक से लूप बनाया है, वो रिया आपको भेज देगी, बराबर। तो ये पीपीटी आज उसने सुबह भेज दी है, और उसके अलावा आपको पीपीटी के अंदर जो अभी मेरा एक्सप्लेन करना बाकी है वो एरिथमेटिक ऑपरेटर और ये सब आपको खुद से देखना है अगले अगले मीटिंग से पहले। कब है आपकी एग्जाम?
मार्च के फर्स्ट वीक
इस सब्जेक्ट की कब है?
डेटशीट नहीं गई।
डेट नहीं आई, अच्छा। और प्रोबेबली कब शुरू हो रही है? एक वीक के बाद। ओके, सो एनी डाउट रिगार्डिंग टुडेज लेक्चर और यस्टरडे लेक्चर और एफपीजीए? एफपीजीए के अंदर मुझे बोला था मंथन ने कि वो नहीं हो रहा है, चलो एक बार वो एक करके देख लेते हैं, बराबर। थोड़ा टाइम में ज़्यादा लूँगा लेकिन वो ज़रूरी है, बराबर। ये बंद कर देता हूँ। साइलिंग्स कहाँ है? ये साइलिंग्स, ओके। यहाँ पे ये तो चल ही रहा है, इसमें कुछ दिक्कत नहीं है, बराबर। यहाँ क्लॉक है, मैंने ये सब भी यानी एक वेरिएबल भी इनिशियलाइज किया है, तो ये तो चलने ही वाला है। इसको बिल्ड करूँगा तो देखो रन किया तो ये सब बराबर हो रहा है, लेकिन तकलीफ कब आती है? जब नई फाइल बनाते हैं तब आती है ना, बराबर ना? बराबर। देखो मैंने यहाँ सम भी किया है, पहले एक बार इसको देख लेते हैं। क्लॉक एडजस्ट कर देता हूँ मैं, कहाँ गया क्लॉक? फोर्स क्लॉक, मानो कि यहाँ 20 US लिखता हूँ, लीडिंग एज 0 रखता हूँ और ये 1 रखता हूँ, बराबर। अप्लाई। अभी देखो मैंने किसी में सम किया है, किस में किया है देख लेते हैं प्रोग्राम एक बार। देखो प्रोग्राम में क्या लिखा है मैंने, S3 इक्वल टू S1 प्लस S2। S1 की वैल्यू 10 है, S2 की वैल्यू 5 है। चलो चेक करते हैं। S1 की वैल्यू यहाँ पे अभी एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हुई है, लेकिन जब एग्जीक्यूट होगा तब 10 आ जाएगा। 10 का बाइनरी क्या होता है? 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0, बराबर। और इसी तरह से 5 का क्या होता है? 1 0 1, बराबर है। चलो देखते हैं, देखो यहाँ पे क्या आ गया, ये एग्जीक्यूशन चालू है, इसके लिए आप देख पा रहे हो, नहीं तो हमको एक के बाद एक इसकी क्लॉक इतनी एग्जीक्यूट करनी पड़ती, लेकिन मैंने वो ना करते हुए उसको पूरा रन कर दिया है, बराबर। और जहाँ और जैसे आप देख रहे हो हमारा रिजल्ट, बराबर, S1 के लिए 1 0 1 0 आ गया क्योंकि ये 10 है, S2 के लिए 1 0 1 आ गया। इन दोनों को मिलाओगे 1 0 1 इधर से आएगा ना, ये इधर दिख रहा है लेकिन राइट हैंड साइड पे लिखना पड़ेगा ना ऐड करने के लिए, तो 0 + 1 = 1, then 1 + 0 is 1, then 0 + 1 = 1, and then 1, so 1 1 1 1 is the answer। 16, 11 + 5 is 16, बराबर। 16 में चारों 4 बीट 1 आएंगे। डू यू एग्री विथ मी? बराबर है रिजल्ट? हेलो,
यस सर।
okay, so where exactly we are calculating these things? We are calculating it in the negative edge, or sorry, 0 period of the clock, right? So both positive as well as 0, right now it is in positive, so both positive as well as 0 phase of the clock are executing, and that's why we are getting result. Do you agree with me?
Yes sir.
Okay, so it means that there is no problem with this particular program and it's working fine.
Yes sir.
Okay, so now let's create another program. Just don't forget the syntax, if, clock, event, etc., right? So now I am going to create the new file. Okay, so let me close this project. Where is it? Project, अरे इसमें नहीं होगा ना, ये बंद करना है क्योंकि ये तो सिमुलेशन वाला है। इसको बंद करूँगा और इसमें से मुझे फाइल को क्लोज प्रोजेक्ट करना पड़ेगा। प्रोजेक्ट क्लोज हो गया, अभी नया प्रोजेक्ट क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ, न्यू प्रोजेक्ट, बराबर। और इसके अंदर मानो कि मैं 10 लिख रहा हूँ, 10 बराबर, और HDL ही आएगा। नेक्स्ट लिया, ऑटोमेटिक स्पार्टन 6 बराबर है, VHDL बराबर है 90, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, चलेगा बराबर। नेक्स्ट करो, फिनिश करो। अभी सिमुलेशन में चले जाओ और नई फाइल ले लो। इस तरह से नहीं, और सोर्स ऐड करना पड़ेगा ना।
पर वो जो ऊपर वाला है ना उसको स्क्रॉल कीजिए नीचे।
हाँ सही बात है, ये रहा। ऐसी चीजें भूल जाते हैं, मैं भी भूल जाता हूँ। न्यू सोर्स, ऐड में जाएंगे तो भी चलेगा, न्यू में जाएंगे तो भी जाएगा। ऐड में जो फिलहाल है उसको हम ऐड कर सकते हैं, तो न्यू हमको लेना है, उसमें VHDL मॉड्यूल ले लिया, उसका नाम 10 के अंदर 110 रखते हैं, 110 या 10 1 रखते हैं, 10 1 बराबर। ओके, नेक्स्ट। और मानो कि हम कितनी पिंस लेंगे, मानो कि 2 ही पिन ले लेते हैं, एक इनपुट के लिए क्लॉक के लिए, एक आउटपुट के लिए बराबर। तो क्लॉक की एक लो पीरियड के अंदर ये इसके आउटपुट को हाई करूँगा और हाई के अंदर लो करूँगा। एग्री?
यस सर।
Hello, okay. So this is sufficient. So next and finish. Okay, so here in the entity, I need to define the pod. So then say clock is CLK, this is input, and I need to write beat. Then output is say S out, signal out, right? And this is equal to OUT beat. Okay, I may initiate this also, but let us not initiate. And then it is to be ended. Put a ending bracket and semicolon. So we are ready with this. And now in the begin, I need to begin process, right? कैसे लिखेंगे हम? प्रोसेस लिखेंगे पहले, प्रोसेस, उसके बाद उसको बिगिन करेंगे और उसके बाद हम उसको प्रोसेस को एंड करेंगे। प्रोसेस का नाम देना पड़ेगा, हाँ कि नहीं?
यस सर।
तो एंड G1, और प्रोसेस के अंदर हमको प्रोसेस डिफाइन करनी है। कौन सी प्रोसेस डिफाइन करनी है? बोलो, कौन सी प्रोसेस डिफाइन करनी है? क्लॉक वाली। इफ लिखो, बोलो, क्लॉक इस तरह से इवेंट एंड कैसे लिखते हैं? एम्परसन या ANDN?
ANDN।
क्लॉक इक्वल टू कैसा, इस तरह से या इक्वल टू? बोलो,
सिंपली इक्वल टू।
क्या करना है? देन क्या करना है? देन S out इक्वल टू, कुछ भी करो, 1 को 0 करो बराबर। एंड इफ लिखना पड़ेगा या एंड लिखना पड़ेगा? और इसी तरह से इफ। चलो इसको पहले कंपाइल करके देखते हैं कि कोई गड़बड़ नहीं होनी चाहिए। कंट्रोल S, प्रोसेस G1 क्या आएगा? तो प्रोसेस के अंदर क्या है? प्रोसेस G1 इज इसमें क्या गड़बड़ है? बिगिन एंड इफ
सर वी वांट टू प्रोसेस इन ब्रैकेट।
प्रोसेस सीक्वेंस ऑफ बिहेवियर ऐसा नहीं है ना?
प्रोसेस के अंदर ब्रैकेट आएगा?
हाँ यस
आई
सर।
डोंट थिंक सो, आई डोंट थिंक सो। अरे कहाँ चला गया ये? क्यों बंद होता है नहीं मालूम है। हाँ हाँ, यहाँ पे सिमुलेशन और फाइल चली गई। एड सोर्स, चलो डी में है ना, हम कॉपी कर लेंगे 10 में से, बराबर। क्या नाम लेंगे? 10 to EDL मॉड्यूल। कहाँ पे था ये मेरा? BADL किस में था? डॉक्यूमेंट में था?
हाँ डॉक्यूमेंट्स।
VHDL नहीं, क्या नाम होगा? Xilinx, क्या नाम था इसका? डी के अंदर Xilinx प्रैक्टिस में है, याद रखो। डी के अंदर Xilinx प्रैक्टिस, उसके अंदर 5, 10, 10, बराबर। डी के अंदर Xilinx प्रैक्टिस और उसमें 5, उसमें 10, उसमें उसमें कौन सा है हमारा? 10 to है, लेकिन 1 में से हमको कॉपी करना है। तो ओपन विथ करेंगे, ओपन विथ नोटपैड करता हूँ, बराबर, ताकि ये प्रोग्राम मैं सीधा कॉपी पेस्ट कर पाऊँ। कंट्रोल ए, क्या किया? हाँ, कंट्रोल सी, चलो ये देखते हैं। और मुझे क्या करना है? दूसरा प्रोसेस वाला सिंटैक्स देखना था, तो उसके लिए 5 में जाऊंगा, G16 या किसी में भी चला जाऊंगा, और ये जनरेट क्लॉक या कुछ भी है उसको ओपन करूंगा। ओपन विथ नोटपैड। देखो कैसे किया है हमने। बिगिन प्रोसेस के अंदर क्लॉक लिखना रह गया ना, क्लॉक के ऊपर तो हमको करना है। तो बिगिन प्रोसेस इसके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है वो लिखना है हमको, बराबर। बिगिन प्रोसेस क्लॉकलेस, और यहाँ पे क्या है? एस आउट इक्वल टू 0। हाँ, तो यहाँ पे मेरा 0 इस तरह से आएगा, बराबर। एंड बिहेवियर क्या लिखा है?
एंड जीवन लिखा हुआ है ना, उसको एंड क्लॉक करना पड़ेगा ना नीचे।
हाँ, एंड इफ नहीं, एंड, हाँ, एंड जीवन को एंड प्रोसेस करना पड़ेगा,
एंड प्रोसेस।
बराबर। और यहाँ पे आउट में अभी भी गड़बड़ है।
लेस देन इक्वल
लेस देन इक्वल टू, यस, क्योंकि उसमें भेजना है हमको लेस देन इक्वल टू। और उसके अलावा क्या गड़बड़ है? कौन सी फाइल थी ये? क्या क्या है देखो। एस आउट इक्वल टू,
ये एंड प्रोसेस के बाद सेमी कॉलन है।
यस,
नीचे भी एंड प्रोसेस के बाद सेमी कॉलन।
सक्सेसफुली हो गया ये। इसको पहले बिल्ड कर और उसके बाद उसको अंदर यहाँ दूसरी जो लाइन है वो ऐड करेंगे, बराबर। तो ये सक्सेसफुली कंप्लीट हो गया, बराबर। ये सब यहाँ पे आता है, रन रन, बराबर। अभी खाली हम क्या करेंगे, इफ दूसरा लिखेंगे। कौन सा लिखेंगे, क्लॉक एंड एंड बराबर है। अनुज मंथन
यस सर।
आउट इक्वल टू क्या लिखेंगे,
which is by 1.
S1 स्कीमेटिक डालना है। रफ स्कीमेटिक की हमरा हमको जरूरत नहीं है। कहाँ गया, चलो इसको देखते हैं, रन हो गया, सेंडेड भी है भैया, रन। ये देखो वही वही 10 वाला ही है हमारा, बराबर। तो अभी क्लॉक को फोर्स करेंगे, कहाँ है क्लॉक, और फोर्स क्लॉक, और यहाँ पे लिखो जैसे कि 1 0 लिख दो, 1 0 अप्लाई, ओके एंड देन रन। देखो 1 0 1 0 हो रहा है, बराबर। 0 1 चेंज हो रहा है, देखो आपकी स्क्रीन
यस
पे
सर।
शायद धीरे से अपडेट होगा, लेकिन हो रहा है ना।
यस सर।
So can we do this, can we do this, can we do this, करोगे,
यस सर।
बराबर। ट्राई करो, तुम्हारे अंदर गड़बड़ क्या हो गई होगी, मैं जितना प्रिडिक्ट कर पा रहा हूँ। अगर अभी भी नहीं होता है तो तुम मुझे स्क्रीन करना, मैं तुमको करेक्ट करके दूंगा। लेकिन जहाँ तक मैं समझता हूँ तब तक ये सबमिट नहीं की होगी, और वो मैसेज जो आया होगा वो तुमने शायद पढ़ा नहीं होगा कि वो क्या पूछ रहा है। तो स्कीमेटिक ऐड करने के लिए अभी मैंने कुछ चलाया नहीं है, बराबर। तो खाली स्कीमेटिक के बगैर भी काम चल सकता है। तो आपको खाली फाइल में जाके स्कीमेटिक की फाइल बना के उसको ब्लैंक ही स्कीमेटिक आपको खाली ऐड कर देना है, बराबर हो गया। अभी मैं वापिस लिंक्स ओपन नहीं करता हूँ, वो बंद हो गया है, बराबर। ऑल ओके,
ओके सर, आई विल।
yes, yes. So let us finish this talk, and now let us meet after half an hour for digital signal processing. With this